Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're live in Sacramento, California at Union Stadium on the campus of Sacramento City College. This 1 p.m. game, Big 8 conference game between the Bear Cubs of Santa Rosa Junior College and your host, Sacramento City College Panthers, has been delayed. We will start at 1:15. Overcast here in Sacramento. Rain cells have been moving in and out throughout the afternoon. So we'll see if we can get a full 9 innings in here at Sacramento City College. For the Bear Cubs, they come in with an overall record of 16 wins, 2 losses. They are 3-2 in the Big 8 conference. Panthers, they are 15-3 overall. They also 3-2 in conference play. This is game 3 of the 3-game Big 8 conference series between these two teams. Panthers won the opener on Tuesday here by a score of 6-3. Santa Rosa defended its home field on Thursday with a 7-1 win, and this is the rubber match here this afternoon at 1:15 p.m. Starting lineups first for the Bear Cubs. They lead off with shortstop Joe Lamp, right fielder Ryan Miller, then third baseman Logan Douglas. Cleanup batter Blake Mcdonald. He'll be DH in the 5 spot. Number 2, Joey Kramer at second base, and in 6th spot, the catcher Jason Moran. Bottom 3 in the order for the Bear Cubs: left fielder Hayden Clemenot, first baseman Antonio Omfroy, and in the 9 spot, center fielder Dominic Riggio. Starting pitcher for the Bear Cubs, Cade Sheets. A look at his line. He's got a 2-0 record, earned run average of 3 on the nose, 18 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts against 16 hits in his 18 innings of work. For the Panthers, leading off center fielder Dan Sayre. He'll be followed by the catcher TJ Wheeler, then the designated hitter Nick Sorelli. In the cleanup spot, right fielder Tanner Tweet, then the third baseman number 1 Joey Daini, and batting 6th, first baseman number 2 Noah McCoy. Bottom 3 will be second baseman Greg Nichols, then left fielder Sutton Tompkins, and the shortstop Nick McClary. For the Panthers on the mound this afternoon, it'll be Aaron Runn, the right-hander with a 1.5 earned run average, 2-0 on the season, 24 innings worked, 34 strikeouts against 14 hits. So the rubber match between the Bear Cubs and the Panthers set to get underway here shortly. We'll take a break as the Panthers put the finishing touches on the field for today's game. All right, so we're set for some baseball here in Sacramento, California between the Bear Cubs and the Panthers. Game 3, the rubber match of this 3-game Big 8 Conference Series. Both teams 3-2 in league. Overall, the Bear Cubs notching one more win than the Panthers. They're at 16-2, the Panthers at 15-3. So two of the top teams in Northern California jockeying for the top position in the Big 8 Conference early on. This just round 2 of the Big 8 Conference. With round 3 starting next week, it'll be the Panthers and Diablo Valley tussling. Panthers will host on Thursday, March 12th here at Union Stadium in a 2:30 p.m. contest. They'll be on the road next Tuesday and Friday at Diablo Valley, both those 2:30 contests as well. Battery for the Panthers behind the dish doing the catching, TJ Wheeler, and on the bump, Aaron Runn, 2-0 on the season. Behind Runn in the outfield from left to right, Tompkins, Sayre, and Tweet. Around the horn on the infield, third to first, Diani, McClary, Nichols, and McCoy. So no rain currently falling right now in Sacramento. This 1 o'clock game pushed back slightly to 1:15. Be a little bit later than that by the time we get first pitch as Runn finalizes warm-ups. The throw down by Wheeler to second base. And leading things off for the Bear Cubs, shortstop number 13, Joe Lamp. So Joe Lamp, the top hitter in the Bear Cubs lineup. And on the stat sheet here this afternoon, Joe Lamp batting .440 on the season. Played in all 18 games for the Bear Cubs. 91 at-bats coming in, 40 hits. And the first pitch is outside corner, called strike one from Runn. So first pitch, 1:20 p.m. Runn has the sign from Wheeler. The pitch, Lamp shows bunt, pulls back, and that's another call. Fastball in the outside corner, run ahead. Lamp, no balls, 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch, high chopper, one bounce, fielded by McClary over to first. McCoy, and the first out is retired 6-3. The put out of Lamp, and that brings up the right fielder, Ryan Miller. Well, Miller, a .356 hitter on the season. 45 at-bats, 16 hits. Bats in the 2 spot for head coach Damon Needlinger. Breaking ball catches the inside part of the plate, called strike one. Fastball swung on a miss by Miller and run ahead, no balls, 2 strikes for the second straight batter of the afternoon. So again, game 3 of this 3-game Big 8 conference set this week. Teams have split the first 2. Breaking ball skied high, fly ball. Camping under it, calling it is McClary for the second out of the inning. And that brings up the third baseman, Logan Douglas. Douglas batting .320 on the season, 17 games, 75 at-bats, 24 hits. Bats here in the first with nobody on, 2 away. And a bunt by Douglas. And it's a beauty. That line stayed true down the third base line off the bat of Douglas. So the 3-hitter lays one down, and I don't think the Panthers, Diani, no one was expecting that, as they were playing the .320 hitter who has pop, 3 home runs on the season. That's second best for the Bear Cubs. But he surprised everyone. That's the first hit of the ball game. And that brings up Blake Mcdonald. Mcdonald, the second leading hitter for the Bear Cubs, 385 average. Fastball's outside, ball one. Short lead by Douglas at first as Run looks in for the sign from Wheeler. The 1-0 pitch is breaking ball, and that catches Mcdonald on the front shoulder as he heads down to first base. Now runners at first and second, 2 away for the 5-hitter, Joey Kramer. So running a little bit of a pickle here in the first inning. Having got 2 quick outs, the base hit bunt by Douglas, now the hit batter issued to Mcdonald. Pitch fastball sprayed foul down the right field line towards the Panthers bullpen. And run to head. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch is a fastball low and outside, ball 1. So the lights on here at Union Stadium to start this 1:15 game. And now the sun's starting to poke through the clouds. 1-1 the count to Kramer. The pitch, fastball, this one fouled straight back over the press box. And the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kramer, 312 average, steps back in behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball straight up the middle, unable to be handled by Rund. And that'll play to run for the Bear Cubs. The first run of the afternoon, RBI single by Kramer. His 21st RBI of the season. And that brings up the catcher, Jason Moran. Well, the Bear Cubs strike first here in Game 3, the rubber match of this Big 8 Conference Series. And still early on in conference play, just week 2. But a big game nonetheless, as these are 2 of the top teams in Northern California. And the winner here this afternoon would have the hammer over the other team. Breaking ball is low and outside, ball 1. Rund has the sign from Wheeler. Pitch is a fastball swung on a miss by Moran. And the count even 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch fastball up and outside, ball 2 is the count to Moran. Moran still looking for his first hit of the season. This is 14th at bat. Limited playing time thus far for Moran. Run to check of Mcdonald at second base. And now a pick attempt as McDonald slides back in safely ahead of the tag from Nichols. So Moran steps back into the box. This one fouled back into the netting here over the first base dugout, the Panthers dugout at Union Stadium. And the count even 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first, Bear Cubs already on top, 1-0. Check once again at McDonald by Rund. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So for the Bear Cubs, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 left. We're headed to the bottom of the first. Panthers trail 1-0. So bottom of the first, Panthers trail the Bear Cubs 1-0. Leading things off for the Panthers center fielder Dan Sayre. He'll be followed by Wheeler and then Sorelli, the top 3 in Coach Sullivan's order this afternoon. Breaking ball low and outside in the dirt. Ball 1. The battery once again for the Bear Cubs behind the dish. Doing the receiving, Jason Moran, and on the bump, hurling is Cade Sheets. Another pitch from Sheets, another one in the dirt. Ball 2, issued to Sayre. Sheets a 3.0 earned run average, 18 innings of work, 2-0 on the season. 16 hits against 19 strikeouts. Faces Dan Sayre, 276 hitter on the season. Breaking ball is in there, called strike 1. Pitch. Base hit past the diving third baseman, Douglas. into left field off the bat is Sayre. And that brings up the catcher, TJ Wheeler. So leadoff single by Sayre. That brings up Wheeler, the catcher. Wheeler batting .340 on the season. As the sign from Coach Sullivan steps into the box to face Sheets. Off-speed pitch in there called strike one. Check on Sayre at first base. Wild throw from Sheets. Handled by Onfroy. Sayre with plus speed at first base. However, just 3 stolen bases on the season, caught stealing once. And that breaking ball sent out to center fielder. There to make the grab is Riggio. As he gets the ball back in, Sayre retreats back to first base, and that brings up the designated hitter, Nick Sorelli. A solid contact off the bat of Wheeler, but a line drive right to Riggio for the first out. And now Sorelli. Sayre takes off, ball in the dirt, handled by Moran. But the throw, yes, is it in time, says the field umpire, Brian Rose. And Sayre caught stealing for the second time this season. 2-6 on the putout. A nice job by Moran to handle that ball that bounced, short hopped him in the dirt, and fired down to Lamp. Breaking ball fouled down the first base line off the bat of Sorelli. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch, another breaking ball. 3-hopper to the second baseman. Fields it with his backhand over to first. Onfroy, and side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, none left. We're headed to the second. Bear Cubs lead the Panthers 1-0. For the Bear Cubs in the top half of the second inning, it'll be 7, 8, 9, Clemenok, Onfroy, and Riggio. Fastball outside, part of the plate, called strike one. The line by run, the pitch. Fastball up and outside, ball one. One pitch by Rund. His ball down. Backhanded by Wheeler. Count 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball outside, and the count 3-1 in favor of Klemenok. Klemenok calls for time. Strap back on his armor, his Evo shield protecting his front foot. Fastball outside of the zone, and Klemenok chases, and the count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And similar pitch to the one before that Klemenok chased. That one he's able to lay off, and the free pass is issued. That brings up the first baseman, Antonio Omfroy. Omfroy batting .283 on the season. See if the Bear Cubs choose to sacrifice Klemenok up 90 feet. And they do not, as the first pitch of the fastball low, outside corner, called strike one. Long look in by Rund to his catcher, Wheeler. Check on Klemenok at first. He's back in safely ahead of McCoy's tag. Rund sets at the belt. The 0-1 pitch. Just inside off the plate, ball one. So no indication that Omfroy will be sacrificing as he awaits the 1-1 pitch from Rund, but first a check on Klemenok. Back in safely again ahead of the tag from McCoy. Quick snap throw over to first to Klemenok. Back in safely, says field umpire Brian Rose. That pickoff attempt by Rund, Ben Moore in the tag zone. Looked like Klemenok would have been out. McCoy had to pull it from his arm side, glove side, and apply it over to the base where Klemenok was sliding back in, the far backside of first base. The count remains 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball, soft liner just over the head of McCoy at first base into right field for a single. On his way to third is Klemenach, and he is ahead of the tag by Diani. So runners at the corners. And here comes the 9 batter in the Bear Cubs order, Dominic Riggio, batting .296 on the season. Riggio waits the pitch from run, shows bunt, pulls back, and the curveball's in there, called strike one. So the Bear Cubs don't show sacrifice one time with Omfroy. Now the 9 batter, first and third. Riggio shows bunt, but then pulled back. I'm not sure if that was a base hit bunt attempt. Wasn't a squeeze as Klemenach just went into his secondary. And now once again bunt showed, pulled back, and another called strike as now Riggio behind. No balls, 2 strikes. Well, good decisions by Riggio, the right-handed hitting batter for the Bear Cubs, as both those pitches, the first one a sweeping breaking ball on the outside corner, and that fastball outside, not a pitch that Riggio comfortable bunting. So he wisely pulls the bat back, and that one in on his hands, foul ball. So conversation between the home plate umpire Riggio and head coach Damon Needlinger, as Riggio took his batting glove off, appeared the ball might have hit his hand as well. Not sure what the final decision was, if it was deemed that he was swinging, as he did start more of a check swing approach. And nonetheless, the count stays no balls, 2 strikes. Check on Omfroy at first base, back in safely. Omfroy with a very short lead that time. Run sets at the belt, the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball fouled out by Riggio. The count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch, ground ball up the middle, backhanded by Nichols. Glove flip to McClary over to first. 4-6-3 double play, and the Panthers will gladly take that in exchange of a run here in the second inning. So big ground ball double play induced by Aaron Rund, and that rolls the lineup over to Joe Lamp. Bear Cubs now lead the Panthers 2-0. So no RBI for Riggio on the double play. The run does score. And now a bunt attempt off the bat of Lamp, and that one goes foul, fielded by Diani. So run ahead, no balls, 1 strike. So again, 4 run to the Panthers, gladly taking that double play early in the ball game to avoid a big inning. And this one off the bat of Lamb, sprayed out to left field. Giving chase is Tompkins, now leaping and grabbing it for the 3rd out. But the Bear Cubs scratch another run across. They lead the Panthers 1-0. We're headed to the bottom of the 2nd. For the Panthers in the bottom half of the 2nd inning, trailing the Bear Cubs 2-0 to be 4, 5, 6, Tweet, Diani, and McCoy to face Cade Sheets. First pitch low and in the dirt out of the hand of Sheets. And Tweet ahead, 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball outside corner called, strike 1. The wind by Sheets. The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, catches the outside corner, strike 2. Fastball up and outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the cleanup batter, Tanner Tweet. Tweet batting .269 on the season. 52 at-bats, 14 hits. 10 of those 14 hits, extra base hits. Fastball inside corner called, strike 3, and Tweet down on strikes looking. That brings up the third baseman, Joey Diani. First pitch from Sheets is in the dirt, unable to be backhanded by Moran as that skips away in front of the Bear Cubs dugout along the third base line here at Union Stadium. Pitch just off the plate outside, ball 2. It's 2-0 pitch. Fastball up out of the zone. 3 balls, no strikes to Daini. In the on-deck circle, Greg Nichols. Daini, the top hitter for the Panthers in the starting lineup today, batting .378. And that one called strike 1. Base hit over the leaping Douglas down the left field line. And Daini on his way to second base. The throw from Clemenot cut off by Lamp. And Daini in there with the double for McCoy, who comes to bat looking for an opportunity to get the Panthers on the board. So first baseman Noah McCoy waiting for Sheets to toe the rubber before he steps into the box. And now Sheets does, in fact, toe it. And McCoy settles into the batter's box. 1 away, Daini at second base. Opportunity for McCoy and the Panthers to get on the board. And bunt attempt, foul ball as it hit McCoy in the box on his way to first base. McCoy batting .235 on the season. This is 10th game started for the Panthers. 34 at-bats coming in. Inside move, check on the runner Daini at second base. No throw from Sheets as Daini's chased back. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt, blocked by Moran. A nice job by the Bear Cubs catcher. Keep that one in front of him and ensure Daini stays pat at second base. One pitch. Fastball up and outside, ball 2. Check again of Daini at second base. No throw once again by Sheets. Sheets sets at the belt, checks Daini. The 2-1 pitch is up out of the zone, ball 3. Three-one pitch. Breaking ball drops in there, called strike 2, and the count's full to McCoy. So if you notice, Sheets continues to look at his wrist, slides his sleeve up and down before every pitch as he's getting the verbal signs from the dugout. No signs being flashed by the catcher. Breaking ball swung on a miss by McCoy. He's down on strikes. Second strikeout of the inning, second strikeout of the game for Sheets, and now so for the Panthers, it'll be second baseman Greg Nichols. Bluff attempt on Diani. No middle infielders broke for the Bear Cubs. Diani slides back. Fastball fouled out of play off the bat of Nichols. And Sheets ahead, no balls, one strike. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball blocked nicely by Moran. Count even, one ball, one strike. Breaking ball fouled down into the box. And Sheets ahead, one ball, two strikes. Diani takes his lead at second base. One-two pitch, breaking ball. Two hopper to the first baseman. Onfroy flips to Sheets, who covers first. 3-1 put outside, retired. So the Panthers get a hit. They strand him at second on Diani's double. We're headed to the top of the third. Bear Cubs lead 2-0. For the Bear Cubs in the top of the third inning, it'll be 2-3-4. Miller, Douglas, Mcdonald, and the breaking ball from the right-hander run is called strike one. Run along looking for the sign from Wheeler, and Miller asks for time, and it's granted. We'll reset. Run winds the pitch, breaking ball. One hopper, hard hit to Diani. He's fielded nicely over to McCoy for the 5-3 putout. So hard contact off the bat of Miller, but Diani one step to his left comes up with it for the first out of the third inning. So third baseman Logan Douglas bats with one away, no one aboard here in the third. Fastball outside part of the plate called strike one. Two hopper to Nichols at second base, over to McCoy, 4-3 putout. Second out of the inning, that brings up Mcdonald. So Douglas after the ground out now 1 for 2. Singleton scored his first time through. And that brings up McDonald with 2 away, nobody on. That ball misses inside, ball 1. McDonald, no official plate appearance here this afternoon, was hit his first time through. That pitch down and outside, ball 2. Two-0 pitch from Rund. Fastball, fly ball out to center field, giving chase, and coming in under is Sayre for the third out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We're headed to the bottom of the third inning. Bear Cubs lead the Panthers 2-0. Bottom of the third inning, Tompkins, McClary, and then top of the order, Sayre to face the right-hander Sheets. First pitch outside corner called strike one. Tompkins batting .313 on the season. Looking to get something going for the Panthers, who trail the Bear Cubs 2-0. Curveball, two-hopper to the shortstop, Lamp. Fires over to Omfroy, 6-3 putout. And that brings up the shortstop, Nick McClary. So McClary digs into the box, one away here, bottom of the third inning. Nobody on. Breaking ball in the dirt, gets away from Moran. And rain beginning to fall here again in Sacramento, California at Union Stadium. And the 1-0 pitch fouled off the bat of McClary. And the count even 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball in there called, strike 2. Another breaking ball, and that one called strike 3. And McClary caught looking. That brings up the top of the order, Dan Sayre. Well, Sayre looking to get something going for the Panthers. 2 away here in the bottom of the third inning. Breaking ball off the bat of Sayre, giving chase out to left field. Klemenach not going to be able to get there as the ball one hops the fence. Sayre into second with a stand-up double. Takes a turnaround second, but Lamp there with the cutoff. And Sayre back into second with a 2-out double for the catcher, T.J. Wheeler. So that curveball out of the hands of Sheets was up in the zone, and Sayre jumped on it. One hopper to the left field wall. And he's at second with 2 outs for the catcher, T.J. Wheeler. Sayre now 2 for 2 this afternoon with a single and a double. And quick check on Sayre at second base. Again, no middle infielders for the Bear Cubs. Break as Sayre scurries back into second. Breaking ball gets away from Moran, advancing to third. On the pass ball was Sayre. The breaking ball that Moran tried to backhand and looked like got the heel of his glove and kicked away just enough for Sayre to advance. Well, the rain has stopped now. Sun's starting to push back through. And high fly ball off the bat of Wheeler, but right to Riggio. And he's there for the 3rd out, so the Panthers get a hit, no runs. They leave 1. We're headed to the 4th. The Bearcats lead 2-0. So the Bear Cubs bat in the top of the fourth, leading the Panthers 2-0. Be the 5-hitter in the order, Joey Kramer, second baseman, followed by the catcher Moran, and then the left fielder Klemenok. Pitch by Rund. Off-speed pitch outside corner, called strike one. Not sure that Kramer was in agreement with that one by the home plate umpire. But behind no balls, one strike. Fastball sprayed down the first baseline. Line drive off the bat of Kramer. And Kramer behind no balls, two strikes. Some scattered showers continue to fall here at the U. A little quick pitch there on the two strike by Rund, as he did not lift his front side in a full windup. Again, hitting's all about timing. Pitching is disrupting that timing. Oh, 2 pitch fastball outside, ball one. Fastball skied high towards the second base position. Settling under it, Nichols for the first out. That brings up the catcher, Jason Moran. Moran struck out swinging his first time through. Breaking ball in there, called strike one. Fastball in the dirt gets away from Wheeler. And they count even 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball called strike two. Run winds, the 1-2 pitch. Another breaking ball, this one in the dirt. Blocked by Wheeler, and the count even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball fouled down the first base line. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. The showers continue to fall here at the U. Sun still poking its way through the clouds. Despite the rain that we had before the game and during the game, that fastball misses outside. Good 2-2 pitch by Rund, but Moran does not chase. So despite the showers before the game and during the game that we've had a moderate January and February so far. Been spoiled with some good spring weather. So the field here at Union Stadium can take the rain. In fact, prior to the game, the only thing tarped were the mound and plate area. And Field holding up nicely. The worst area is actually in front of the Panthers dugout, because that's where the field starts to drain. 3-2 pitch fouled off by Moran. Run winds. The pitch in on the hands of Moran. A one hopper, 2-run. He's going to run and dart it over to McCoy for the second out. And that brings up the left fielder, Klemenok. Klemenok walked his first time through, scored the second run of the game for the Bear Cubs. And they lead the Panthers 2-0 here in the top of the fourth inning. Klemenok bats with 2 away, nobody aboard. First pitch from Run. Breaking ball. One hopper into that muddy area in front of the Panthers dugout that I was just talking about. The 0-1 pitch. Changeup outside. One ball, one strike to the left-hitting Klemenok. Breaking ball sent out to right field. Moving slightly to his right is Tweet. Side retired. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth inning. Bear Cubs lead the Panthers 2-0. Well, bottom of the fourth inning, Bear Cubs still lead the Panthers 2-0. 3, 4, 5, Sorelli, Tweet, and Daini, the heart of the order for the Panthers. And the first pitch from Sheets is low and outside, ball 1. Well, Panthers have had some hard contact, just unable to scratch a run across. And fastball in the dirt, unable to be backhanded by Moran, and playing dodgeball, home plate umpire. 2-0 pitch. Fastball hit down the right field line, foul territory. And making the foul call is first base umpire Brian Rose as he takes the one hopper off of his body as it caroms into right field. But right on top of that call, obviously, was the first base umpire. Hard contact by Sorelli. But a foul ball just outside the first baseline. Pitch is fouled down. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch from Sheets. It is a hanging breaking ball, and Sorelli missed that one, fouled straight back. Two-two pitch spoiled by Sorelli as Moran unable to hang on to it. So good 2-strike pitch by Sheets and fouled off nicely by Sorelli to stay alive. Breaking ball, this one spoiled by Sorelli as well, another foul ball. And count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch 8 of the at-bat coming up. Two-two pitch, up out of the zone, ball 3. So the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Curveball sent down to the cages here at Union Stadium down the first base line. Sorelli turned on that breaking ball. So pitch 10 of the at-bat upcoming from Sheets to Sorelli. Payoff pitch once again, breaking ball again, spoiled by Sorelli. This one bounces into the Panthers dugout. So Sorelli and Sheets continue to grind it out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Sorelli looking to get something going for the Panthers. Another payoff pitch upcoming. Sheets change up, and guess what? Another foul ball off the bat of Sorelli. So 8 foul balls this at bat by Sorelli. Here's that last foul ball brought down some additional raindrops as some more umbrellas go up. And this one, a changeup swung on and missed by Sorelli. So Sheets wins the battle. 12-pitch battle at that. For the first out of the bottom half of the 4th inning, that brings up the right fielder, Tanner Tweet. So Tweet bats. And the first pitch off his bat is a soft liner out in front of the center fielder, Reggio, for a base hit. And that brings up the third baseman, Joey Daini. So Diagini settles into the box. Tweet with his lead at first base. First pitch, skied high down the first base line. Giving chase is Omfroy as he steps into that mud puddle in front of the Panthers dugout. And that one lands in the seats for a foul ball. Count no balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch blocked nicely by Moran, ensuring Tweet holds at first base. A 1-1 the count to Diagini. Diagini 1 for 1 here this afternoon. Doubled his first time through. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball. Once again blocked nicely by Moran. The count 2 balls, 1 strike. Quick check on Tweet at first base. He's back in ahead of Omfroy's tag. Pitch from Sheets, breaking ball in there called, strike 2. Sheets going over to the embedded spike strip behind on the backside of the pitcher's mound. Clean the clay and mud off of his cleats. Make sure he has traction. The 2-2 pitch. Line drive out to right field. There for the grab is Millers. He gets the ball back in. Tweet retreats to first base. So 2 away for the first baseman, Noah McCoy. McCoy 0 for 1 this afternoon. Struck out his first time through. Breaking ball fouled straight back into the netting here at the U. Showers continue to fall here in Sacramento. Pitch up out of the zone for the first ball. Issued to McCoy. Fastball swung on a miss by McCoy. And Sheets ahead now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Toss over to first base. No play on Tweet, who dives back safely. Soft grounder off the bat of McCoy, fielded by Lamp. Over to first base. Nice stretch by Omfroy, who holds the base for the 6-3 putout. We are headed to the 5th inning. Bearcats lead the Panthers 2-0. For the Bear Cubs in the top of the 5th inning, it'll be Omfroy, Riggio, and Lamp as the first pitch from the right-hander Rund is a called strike 1. Breaking ball outside and low, ball 1. Another breaking ball, that one called strike 2. Fastball up out of the zone, ball 2. Two-two pitch from Rund. Spoiled by Omfroy, fouled out of play. Soft grounder fielded by McClary, no play. So he wanted to hold that throw up and squared away anyways. Soft ball off the bat of Omfroy. And I think Rund thought it was hit harder than it was as he just kind of blindly tried to backhand the ball. The soft roller goes for an infield single. So that brings up the 9 batter, Dominic Riggio. So Omfroy got down that line on the soft grounder. And by the time McClary fielded, looked up, throw, he realized he's going to put that one in his pocket and lost the grip and it slipped away. But an infield single. Fastball up out of the zone, unable to be handled by Wheeler. Wheeler pleading his case to the home plate umpire that ball was tipped. But no, the ball's up out of the zone, ball 1. So Omfroy moves up 90 feet on the wild pitch. Now squaring a bunt is Riggio. Breaking ball, the bunt down the third base line. Daini over to first base. Covering first is Nichols, and the 5-4 sacrifice is recorded off the bat of Riggio. So Omfroy moves up another 90 feet. He now stands at third base for the leadoff man, Lamp. And now the Panthers bring their infield in. With one away, already trailing the Bear Cubs 2-0. And fastball in the dirt blocked by Wheeler. As ball 1 is issued to Joe Lamp, the leadoff man for the Bear Cubs. Lamp 0 for 2, grounded out and flew out his first 2 times through. Batting here in the top of the 5th inning with 1 away. Fastball outside corner called strike 1. Showers have subsided as more sunshine breaks through here in Sacramento atop of Union Stadium. That breaking ball low and able to hold up his Lamp, so he's ahead now 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball outside, sprayed down the left field line off the bat of Lamp, and the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball hit the foul, or the light pole down the third base foul line. Shot back into the field of play. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Rund. Fastball up and in. Count now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're running to the Panthers with the full count. You still want to make your pitch. Get Lamp off balance. And that ball inside and fouled in front of the Panthers dugout. Count remains full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Not the worst thing in the world for the Panthers if Lamp doesn't chase your pitch and he's walked, as that would set up the double play with 1 away. For Rund and the Panthers looking for the strikeout. 3-2 pitch. Fastball in on the hand, slow roller. McCoy checks the runner at third, Omfroy, and takes the out at first, 3 unassisted. So Lamp unable to deliver. And 2 away as the pitching coach heads out to the mound before the at-bat for Ryan Miller. So the Bear Cubs right fielder Ryan Miller steps in the box, 2 away here, top of the 5th inning. Omfroy 90 feet away at third base. Breaking ball low and outside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Rund, breaking ball outside, ball 2. Miller flew out to McClary his first time through, grounded out to Daini his second time through. Fastball outside, ball 3. Fastball outside corner, called strike 1. Three 1 pitch, fastball inside, swung on a miss by Miller, and the count's full, 3-2. So the first 4 pitches of that at-bat were away, and that last one hard and in on Miller. So let's see what Rund and the Panthers do with the payoff pitch, the 3-2. Upcoming to Miller. Rund sets the pitch. Fastball outside, and Miller lays off. Free pass issued. Oh, runners at the corner, 2 away for the third baseman, Logan Douglas. Douglas 1 for 2, singled and scored his first time through, grounded out to Nichols at second base, back in the third. Breaking ball misses up and in. Breaking ball outside part of the plate, called strike one. One pitch from Rund. Liner, one hopper past the diving McClary into left center field. And the 2-out RBI single by Douglas, his second knock of the afternoon. Adds to the Bear Cubs lead. They are now up on the Panthers 3-0. And that brings up the cleanup man, Mcdonald, who bats with runners at first and second, 2 away. First pitch from Rund to McDonald's a called strike. Breaking ball called strike 2 to McDonald. For the Panthers in the bottom half of the fifth inning, now trailing 3-0 to be 7, 8, 9, Nichols, Tompkins, and McClary. The scheduled batters. The 0-2 pitch from Rund. Breaking ball misses just down and out. One-two pitch fouled off the bat of McDonald, out of play. Rund looks into Wheeler for the sign. Sets at the belt. Check of the runner at second. Fastball outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the fifth, Bear Cubs lead the Panthers 3-0. For the Bear Cubs, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. For the Panthers, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. 2 of those 5 Bear Cub hits coming here in the fifth inning. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, and McDonald holds up. So now with the full count, 2 outs, runners will have a head start. So an action pitch upcoming from Rund. Payoff pitch, breaking ball outside, and McDonald lays off. And the walk is issued. So now the bases are loaded with 2 away for the second baseman, Kramer. Miller at third, Douglas at second, now Mcdonald at first after the walk. And the second baseman, Kramer, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a flyout, steps in to face Rund. Pitch number 89 from Rund is a fastball fouled off the bat of Kramer, out of play. Rund steps off prior to the 0-1 pitch to Kramer. The 0-1 pitch from Rund. Fastball sent out to right center field. Tailing towards Tweet, the right fielder. He's there for the grab. But the Bear Cubs get another run. They lead the Panthers 3-0. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th inning. So for the Panthers in the bottom half of the 5th inning, Greg Nichols to lead things off. And the first pitch he sees is sent out to the right fielder. And Miller's there in the gap on the scouting report for the first out of the frame. That brings up the left fielder, Sutton Tompkins. Tompkins' second at bat of the afternoon, 0 for 1. Looks at the ball down, out of the zone, ball 1. Breaking ball called, strike 1. Off-speed pitch out of the zone, ball 2. That pitch up out of the zone. Count 3 balls, 1 strike to Sutton Tompkins. The 3-1 pitch swung on a miss, and the count now runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sheets has the sign, the wind, the pitch. Breaking ball swung on a miss by Tompkins as he's down on strikes. And that brings up the shortstop, McClary. So Sheets battled back for his 5th strikeout of the game against Tompkins as he fell behind 3 balls, 1 strike. And an off-speed pitch up out of the zone, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball in there called strike 1. The 1-1 pitch from Cade Sheets. In on the hands of McClary. Fly ball to shallow center field. Calling for it is Lamp and catching it for the 3rd out. So the Panthers go in order in the 5th. We're headed to the 6th. The Bearcats up 3-0. So the Panthers go to the bullpen. It'll be the right-hander, number 37, Marshall Hunt, into the ballgame in relief of Aaron Rund. Hunt, a 1-0 record on the season, 6.75 earned run average, just 2 2/3 inning of work. And he'll face 6, 7, 8 Moran, Klemenach, and Omfroy for the Bear Cubs. And first pitch gets away from Wheeler, ball 1. Hunt winds the 1-0 pitch. Sprayed down the right field line off the bat of Moran and drifts into foul territory. A 1-1 strike. Moran 0 for 2 this afternoon, strikeout and a ground out. Ball in the dirt, unable to be backhanded by Wheeler, and Moran had 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-one pitch from Hunt. Hard ground ball to Dianey, fielded nicely to his forehand side, and out at first on the transfer as McCoy lost it, trying to get the ball back to Hunt. So the 5-3 putout starts the top of the 6th for the Bear Cubs. And that brings up Hayden Clemenot. Hunt winds the pitch. Unable to be blocked by Wheeler. And now Wheeler asks for time to go out to talk to the right-hander. So 5 pitches from the reliever Hunt. And at least 3 have got by Wheeler, so they want to get on the same page. Limited action this season for Marshall Hunt so far, and this is the first time Wheeler is catching him. Fastball swung on and missed by Clemenot. The 1-1 pitch from Hunt. Fastball inside corner called, strike 2. Breaking ball stays arm side off the plate, ball 2. Hunt looks in. Has the sign, winds. A 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on miss for the second out of the inning and the first strikeout of the game for Hunt. That brings up the first baseman, Antonio Omfroy. Omfroy 2 for 2 this afternoon with a run scored. First pitch from Hunt is called strike 1. Time called for by Omfroy, granted by the home plate umpire. Now he settles back into the box. Hunt has the sign he's looking for. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball just misses Omfroy. Inside, ball 1. 1-1 pitch in the dirt, backhanded by Wheeler. Count 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the order coming to bat for the Panthers in the bottom half of the 6th inning. The pitch by Marshall Hunt is outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three-one pitch from Hunt. Fastball called, strike 2. Payoff pitch upcoming from Hunt in the on-deck circle, waiting his turn is Riggio. Should Omproy be able to reach here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. And the free pass is issued, and Riggio will bat. So that brings up Riggio. He is 0 for 1 this afternoon with a sacrifice bunt, and he grounded into a double play back in the 2nd. As Omproy remains perfect on the afternoon, 2 for 2. Drawing that free pass, breaking ball misses inside, ball 1. Pitch by Hunt is a ground ball right back up the middle between his legs, grabbed by Nichols. Throw to McCoy is not in time. And the infield single off the bat of Riggio, his first of the afternoon. A great play by Nichols to backhand that one up the middle. Plant his foot firmly, jump and throw, but not in time. As the center fielder Riggio gets down the first baseline, that brings up the top of the order, Joe Lamp. Fastball low and inside, off the plate, ball 1. Off-speed pitch swung on a miss by Lamp. Count runs even to the leadoff hitter for the Bear Cubs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another off-speed pitch, another swing and a miss by Lamp. And now Hunt ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch off the bat of Lamp down the right field line. There to make the diving catch is Tweet for the 3rd out. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th. The Bear Cubs still lead the Panthers 3-0. So bottom of the 6th inning, Cade Sheets back out to work. He'll face the top of the Panther order, Sayre, Wheeler, and then Sorelli. Breaking ball in there called strike one from the right-hander Sheets. Off-speed pitch waved and missed by Sayre, and he's behind no balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball low and outside, and Sayre lays off. The 1-2 pitch from Sheets is off the plate low and outside, ball 2. Sayre and the Panthers looking to get something going here in the bottom of the 6th, trailing the Bear Cubs 3-0. And breaking ball is fouled just off the end of the bat by Sayre as he stays alive. Two-two pitch from Sheets. Swing by Sayre, and he's down on strikes, and that brings up the catcher, TJ Wheeler. Strikeout number 6 by Cade Sheets. And the catcher, TJ Wheeler, attempts to base hit bunt, but it goes foul down the third baseline. So Wheeler, who has homered in the previous 2 games during this series, with the Panthers down by 3, opts to base hit bunt his 3rd time through, 0 for 2 here this afternoon. The 0-1 pitch is outside off the plate, but Cade Sheets gets the call, and Wheeler, who's been catching all day, doesn't agree with it, but nevertheless is behind no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch is up out of the zone, and Wheeler does not chase. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball stays outside off the plate, ball 2. Pitch number 81 upcoming from the right-hander Sheets. And that one up out of the zone. The count full. Sheets yet to issue a free pass to any Panthers. So no walks, no hit by batters. 6 strikeouts. And the payoff pitch is swung on a miss by Wheeler. And that brings out the designated hitter, Nick Sorelli. So Sorelli bats with 2 away, no one aboard here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Sorelli, the cleanup man, attempts to bunt as the Bear Cubs have a slight shift with the left-handed hitting Sorelli up. The 0-1 pitch is up and in, ball one to Sorelli. That pitch up and outside, ball two. So interesting here in the bottom of the sixth that a couple power hitters for the Panthers that can put them on the board with one swing of the bat. Both attempt a base hit bunt in Wheeler and Sorelli. Baited by the Bear Cubs defense. And that breaking ball misses down out of the zone, ball three. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch is in there, called strike 2. Another breaking ball out of the hand of Sheets. So the full count. Pitch by Sheets. Another breaking ball fouled out of play by Sorelli. Sorelli 0 for 2 this afternoon, grounded out, struck out his last time through on that 12-pitch battle between him and Sheets. And that's the first free pass issued by the right-hander as Sorelli draws the base on balls. And that brings up the right fielder, Tanner Tweet. So the cleanup man Tweet bats with Sorelli aboard, 2 away here, bottom of the 6th. Again, the Bear Cubs lead the Panthers 3-0 in this rubber match of their 3-game Big 8 Conference Series. Breaking ball low out of the zone, ball one. Blocked nicely and popping to his feet quickly was the catcher, Jason Moran. Pitch 91's a breaking ball, called strike 1. The count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch from Sheets. Swung on a miss by Tweet. Fooled by that pitch, and again, another excuse me swing this half inning by the Panthers. And now Tweet in a hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this pitch hit off the bat to the second baseman, bobbled, and Tweet is there and now thrown away, and Sorelli will advance. So 2 errors on the play by the second baseman, Kramer. The fielding error allows Tweet to reach first, and the throwing error allows Sorelli to advance 90 feet to third base. So runners on the corner for the third baseman, Daini. So for Sheets, back to work now with runners at the corner, 2 outs. Thought he'd pitched himself out of the bottom of the 6th inning in a clean frame. And that pitch up in the zone, pounded in the ground in foul territory by Daini. And Sheets ahead, no balls, 1 strike. Check on Tweet at first base. He's back in safely. for Sheets here in the bottom of the sixth. Records strikeout 6 and 7 for the first 2 outs. Issues his first free pass of the afternoon to Sorelli. And then induces a ground ball off the bat at Tweed. And Kramer bobbles it. And then to make matters worse, throws it away. And now Sheets having to bear down with some pressure pitches with runners at the corners. The count even 1 ball, 1 strike to the third baseman, Diini. Sheets sets at the belt, the 1-1 pitch. His breaking ball, high fly ball out to left field. This one is carrying. It's out of here. 3-run homer to Diini. All unearned after the error by Kramer, but the Panthers, with one swing of the bat, have tied the ball game 3-3 as Diini, Tweet, and Sorelli all cross the plate for the Panthers. And that brings up the first baseman, Noah McCoy. And very unfortunate outcome for Cade Sheets as he is pulled by head coach Damon Needlinger. Again, Sheets pitched a gem here this afternoon. Should have been out of the inning unscathed. Unfortunately, just like that, it is tied 3-3. And new pitcher into the ball game for the Bear Cubs is number 18, Tyler Helms, who pitched in relief on Tuesday here at Union Stadium. So we'll take a break before McCoy faces Helms. Tied at 3, bottom of the 6th inning. So taking over for the Bear Cubs, Tyler Helms, and his fastball misses in off the plate. Ball 1 to Noah McCoy. McCoy had 2 balls, no strikes. Fastball swung on a miss by McCoy. Helms winds the 2-1 pitch. Fastball in there called strike 2. So new ball game here at the U. 3-3 between the Bear Cubs and the Panthers. And the 2-2 pitch from Helms is outside in the dirt, backhanded by Moran. The count runs full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count pitch by Helms, spoiled by McCoy. And the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes still. As Helms trying to get his Bear Cubs back into the dugout. In the top of the 7th inning, it'll be 2, 3, 4, Miller, Douglas, and Mcdonald. Full count pitch and base on balls issued, and that brings up the second baseman, Greg Nichols. So that brings up the second baseman, Greg Nichols, as he bats with 1 on, as Noah McCoy draws the walk, and 2 away here, bottom of the 6th inning. Helms now out of the stretch, and ground ball is hit to Kramer, and feels this one cleanly. Throw wide, but Onfroy able to grab it and hold the corner of the bag for the third and final out of the 6th. But we're headed to the 7th. New ball game tied 3-3. Panthers and the Bear Cubs in the rubber match of their Big 8 Conference Series. Top of the 7th inning here in Sacramento, California at Union Stadium. 3-3 ball game, Bear Cubs and the Panthers. As Marshall Hunt back out to work, facing 2, 3, 4, Miller, Douglas, and Mcdonald. The first fastball is in there, called strike 1. Breaking ball stays arm side, hits Miller as he heads down to first base on the free pass. And if you're the Panthers and Marshall Hunt, that's the last thing you want to do is give away free base runners now that your team has rallied and tied the ball game. But that's how it starts for the top of the 7th. That brings up third baseman Logan Douglas. Douglas 2 for 3 here this afternoon with a run scored. Bats with 1 aboard, no one on. And that fastball in there, called strike 1. Pitch by Hunt, in on the hands of Douglas, fouled down the third base line. And Hunt is ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. So appreciate you tuning in wherever you are. We're live here in Sacramento, California on the campus of Sacramento City College. at Union Stadium as two of the top teams in Northern California battle this rubber match of their three-game Big 8 Conference Series this week. Panthers took the opener on Tuesday 6-3. The Bear Cubs bounced back and defended their home field on Thursday with a 7-1 victory. And now here in the top of the seventh, these two teams tied 3-3. Pick attempt check on Miller during all that, and ground ball to McClary. Ball's mishandled by McClary, and safe at first base is Douglas. And so what appeared to be a routine 6-4-3 tailor-made double play, the sure-handed McClary bobbled that one off the heel of his glove. And instead, no outs, runners on first and second for the cleanup man, Blake Mcdonald. So Hunt does his job, induces the ground ball. Unfortunately, it doesn't pan out. So much like we had in the bottom half of the sixth inning, where what should have been a routine ground ball out was not for the Bear Cubs. Similar thing happens here for the Panthers in the top of the seventh inning. McClary visibly upset with himself at shortstop. Again, both Kramer and McClary sure-handed fielders. And pitch is in there called strike one as McDonald shows that he's going to sacrifice bunt. So Hunt ahead, no balls, one strike. Pitch by Hunt in the dirt, blocked by Wheeler. And the count even, one ball, one strike. McDonald looking for his first hit of the game, 0 for 1 officially with a hit by pitch, a walk, and a flyout. And the bunt missed by Hunt, fielded by McCoy, dug out of the dirt nicely by Diani. And the Panthers were selling out to get the lead runner, and they just do that. As Hunt missed it, McCoy grabbed it, spun, fired to Diani, who dug it out of the dirt on the short hop and held the base. So the sacrifice unable to be recorded by McDonald. Instead, first and second, the situation remains for the Bear Cubs. One out now for Joey Kramer. So not where McDonald wanted to put his bunt, as he put it straight back to the pitcher. And McCoy, who was crashing, fielded after Hunt had an attempt on it. And the bat of Kramer comes alive here in the top of the seventh. A little redemption for Kramer, the second baseman from the Bear Cubs, as one comes around, now two being waved. The throw ahead of McClary's throw. It's high over Wheeler, and 2-run score. Again, redemption off the bat of Kramer, who had that big error in the bottom half of the sixth inning, allowed the inning to continue, and the Panthers tie the game. Has come back and given the Bear Cubs a 2-run lead with a 1-out, 2 RBI double. And now the Bear Cubs lead 5-3. Summeran steps in, one away. Runner on second is Kramer. Pick attempt of Kramer. He's back in safely. Kramer wasted no time, jumped on the first pitch he saw from Hunt. And he stands at second after his 2 RBI double. And the catcher Moran awaits the pitch. The Hunt curveball misses. Just misses Moran, misses inside. Ball one. One 0 pitch. This one hit out towards right center field. There on the line drive catch is Tanner Tweet as he was shading towards the alley. And now 2 away for the left fielder, Hayden Klemenok. So some hard contact by both teams throughout the game here, and some good scouting reports by both coaches. As some balls that would normally fall had the defense been playing straight up are routine cans of corn. And 2 outs, breaking ball pitch from Marshall Hunt is in there, called strike one to Klemenok. Wild pitch out of the hand of Hunt allows Kramer to advance 90 feet to third base. Hunt sets it about the 1-1 pitch. Swung on a miss by Klemenok. And Hunt ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch down and inside, and the count is even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hunt looks into this Wheeler for the sign. Wheeler asks for timeout. So a reset before the 2-2 pitch is delivered to Klemenok. Breaking ball in the dirt. And no swing attempt offered by Klemenok as Wheeler bounced to his feet, quickly applied the tag, and then asked for the appeal. But no, says home plate umpire. So full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hunt another long look into Wheeler for the sign. In on the hands of Klemenok. Slow roll to Nichols at second base, over to first. McCoy just does get Klemenok for the 3rd out, but Kramer makes amends and delivers a blow. 2-run score, and the Bear Cubs lead the Panthers 5-3. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th inning. So out of the stretch at the U, the skies open back up as rain comes down. And the first pitch from Helms to Tompkins is a ball. That fastball's in there, called strike one. Oh, the 1-1 pitch from Helms upcoming to Tompkins. Tompkins, the 8-man in the order. Then it'll be McClary and Sayre due up for the Panthers. That breaking ball is down out of the zone, ball 2. Two-one pitch from Helms, swung on and missed. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tompkins. That pitch up and out of the zone. Count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on a miss, and Tompkins down on strikes. And that brings up the shortstop, Nick McClary. So shortstop Nick McClary digs in with 1 away, no one on here in the bottom of the 7th, and that fastball in the zone, called strike 1. Pitch up out of the zone, ball 1. One pitch, breaking ball catches the outside part of the plate, called strike 2. The rain continues to blow here at the U. As that ball off the bat, McClary sprayed into right field. And Miller's attempt on McClary at first base, not in time. And the base hit by the 9-hitter McClary. That brings up top of the order, Dan Sayre. So much like Kramer of the Bear Cubs wanted to make amends for his fielding mistake, his following at bat, McClary does the same thing. Unfortunately, no runners aboard for McClary. If you're a Bear Cubs fan, it is fortunate. And now with 1 away, 1 on, top of the order, Dan Sayre. And first pitch he sees from Helms is a called strike 1. So for the Bear Cubs, 5 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. For the Panthers, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. Game 3 of this 3-game Big 8 conference matchup taking place this week, the rubber match. Each team has successfully defended their home field. And that pitch hits the outside corner, called strike 2. As Helms is ahead, no balls, 2 strikes to Sayre. So for the Panthers, next home game will be next Thursday, March 12th, right here at the U when they host the Diablo Valley College Vikings, another Big 8 conference matchup. Helms sets the 0-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch. Reaching for it is Sayre. Into foul territory is the first baseman, Omfroy, for the second out. So 2 away. McClary at first base. That brings up the catcher, TJ Wheeler. Sprayed foul out of play off the bat of Wheeler. Giving chase was Douglas, but no play on the ball. And Helms is ahead. No balls, 1 strike. Helms' 0-1 pitch is behind Wheeler as he ducks to get out of the way of that one. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. As fresh balls are cycled in here as the rain continues to fall at the U. Helms sets the 1-1 pitch. Driven out to left center field. That ball's not going to be caught by Riggio. And that ball gets by Riggio. And coming around to score will be McClary as Wheeler goes into second with a 2-out stand-up double. And the Panthers cut the lead to 5-4. And coming up to bat, designated hitter Nick Sorelli. Oh, Helms back behind the mound, clearing the mud off of his spikes. So Riggio had no chance to catch the ball off of Wheeler's bat as he was playing him to pull, and that ball hit slide opposite. But then that ball hurried up and skipped by him as he was unable to cut it off, allowed McClary to score from first base and cut into that Bear Cubs lead. The score now 5-4. Helms ahead of Sorelli, no balls, 1 strike. Couple checks of Wheeler at second base. Fastball in and down off the plate, ball 1. Showers continue to fall here in the bottom of the 7th inning at the U. Changeup off the bat of Sorelli, driven to right field. And there to grab it is Miller, who had to run towards the line to make that catch, but a great grab. And that keeps the Bear Cubs lead intact, 5-4. We're headed to the 8th at the U. So top of the 8th inning here in Sacramento. Bear Cubs lead the Panthers 5-4. And for the Panthers, it'll be a new reliever. Tall drink of water, Cole Eigenheis, the 6'8" freshman from Benicia. And he'll be facing Omfroy, Riggio, and Lamp, 8, 9, and 1 of the Bear Cubs order. First pitch from Eigenheis is in there, called strike one. Swing by Omfroy and unable to hold up as he's behind no balls, 2 strikes to Eigenheis. Look at Eigenheis' line on the season and 2.77 earned run average, 2-1 record. This is his 7th appearance in 13 innings of work, 17 strikeouts against 7 hits. And he's got Omfroy in the hole, no 2. And that breaking ball stays inside, just misses. We count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Omfroy 2 for 2 this afternoon, pair of singles and a walk. Looking to get something going for the Bear Cubs as play is halted here as a home run from the softball field came into right field. And unfortunately for the Panther faithful, it was not a Panther softball home run. So that ball is returned to their field. Play continues here. The 1-2 pitch from Eigenheis. Swung on a miss by Omfroy. And Omfroy down for the first time this afternoon. He now 2 for 3 in the ball game. That brings up center fielder Dominic Riggio. So showers appear to have stopped here at the U as the first pitch to Riggio is fouled into the netting, and Eigenheis ahead, no balls, 1 strike. Riggio waits the pitch from Eigenheis. The wind. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and Eigenheis ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. So it's one thing to face velocity. A lot of guys, as you get to the higher ranks, can hit velocity. But when you start pulling different strings on different pitches, it really messes with the batter's timing. And that throw by McClary up the line, unable to be handled by McCoy as he tried to apply the tag to Riggio. So throwing error charge to McClary as Riggio is aboard safely. And that brings up the top of the order, shortstop Joe Lamp. So Eigenheis now out of the stretch. Riggio with his lead at first. The pitch, as Lamp shows bunt, pulls back as that pitch is low and inside, ball 1. And play stops again as this ball from the softball field comes into right center field. And unfortunately, another home run for the opponent. So for the Panther faithful, not a good sign down there at the softball field as they drop game 1 4-3 and now find themselves behind 2-0 in game 2 of that Big 8 Conference doubleheader against the Mustangs. Breaking ball low, ball 2. So count 2 balls, no strikes to Lamp. Riggio takes his lead 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Eigenheis deliberate set, now pitch, fastball stays off the plate. 3 balls, no strikes to the leadoff man in the Bear Cubs order. Awaiting his chance in the on-deck circle, Ryan Miller. 3-0 pitch from Eigenheis. Fastball in there, taken all the way is Lamp. And the count 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch by Eigenheis. Fastball outside, ball 4. And with runners at first and second, the 2-man in the order, Miller, comes to the plate. Eigenheis looks in for the sign from Wheeler. Tall right-hander sets at the belt. The pitch. Fastball outside, ball 1. So Eigenheis falls behind of Miller, just as he did to Lamp prior to him. Both on the heels of the throwing error by McClary. And that fastball in on the hands, yanked into the Bear Cubs dugout for the first strike. The count 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch upcoming from Eigenheis. 2 checks of Riggio at second. Fastball beat into the ground to McClary, to Nichols, on to first. 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. The score intact. 5-4. Bear Cubs with the lead. Bottom of the 8th inning, Bear Cubs still lead the Panthers 5-4. For the Panthers due up, it's 4-5-6, Tweet, Daini, and McCoy, and they'll face the new right-hander on the bump for the Bear Cubs, Nick Andrikin. And the first pitch to Tweet is called strike 1. So Andrikin, a minuscule .40 earned run average, 2-0 record, has 5 saves, so he'll be asked to slam the door for the Bear Cubs. 22 1/3 innings of work, 25 strikeouts against just 9 hits, 8 walks. And the second pitch is in there called strike 2, so Andrikin wasting no time as he gets ahead of Tanner Tweet to start the bottom half of the 8th inning. That pitch out off the zone. Ball 1. Tweet looking to get something going for the Panthers. In a hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that ball up the middle, fielded by Lamp, the shortstop, over to Omfroy in time for the 6-3 putout. And that brings up the third baseman, Joey Daini. So 1 away here, bottom of the 8th inning. Daini steps in to face Andrican. Daini, that big 3-run shot last time through. And swinging for the fences again, but coming up with nada as he swings through a breaking ball from Andrican. And he's behind no balls, 1 strike. Second pitch he sees from Andrican is a called strike, and he's behind no balls, 2 strikes. Andrican sets, pitch. High breaking ball stays out of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Daini. Andrican's breaking ball, this one misses outside, and Daini doesn't chase, and the count's even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Andrican sets, the 2-2 pitch is low, ball 3. So count full now to Daini. Andrican has the sign he wants. The pitch, breaking ball. Daini thought it was off the plate, called strike 3 as he's down looking, and that brings up the first baseman, Noah McCoy. So McCoy steps in, 2 away, no one on to face Andrican. Pitch misses up and in, ball 1. Strikeout number 26 on the season by Andrican. That ball misses, and McCoy had 2 balls, no strikes. Andrican sets, fastball swung on and missed by McCoy. 2 balls, 1 strike. McCoy looking to extend the inning for the Panthers, give Nichols a chance to bat. Showing the Bear Cubs by 1 run, score 5-4. And that curveball drops in there, called strike 2. Andrican sets. Ball in the dirt, swung on and missed by McCoy, and he's going to reach first base on the wild pitch. And does indeed extend the inning, not the way he anticipated, but the Panthers will take it as Nichols walks to the plate to bat with 2 away here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. So strikeout by McCoy, but he reaches first safely on the wild pitch as he swung at one in the dirt. And breaking ball fouled straight back into the net off the bat of Nichols. Strikeout number 27 on the season for Andrican. But the inning carries on as he'll have to pitch with the tying run at first base. And the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, this one fouled off the bat of Nichols. This one over the netting on the third base side of Union Stadium. And Nichols in a hole, no balls, 2 strikes. Pitch just misses up and out off the plate, says the home plate umpire. Andrican's 1-2 pitch. Fastball outside, spoiled by Nichols. So Andrican missed just off the plate the pitch before it. Pretty good pitch. Good eye by Nichols, but decides he better protect that corner on that next pitch as Andrican hit his spot again. And the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball shot up the middle by Nichols, and that's not going to be fielded as McCoy goes first to third. As they were playing Nichols to pull, and he shoots one up the middle. And runners at the corner for Sutton Tompkins. And now it looks like Coach Sullivan's going to pull him back and opt for the pinch hitter. It's going to be number 25, Makoa Kopp, coming off the bench. So Makoa Kopp digs in. Breaking ball is in there, called strike 1 from Andrican. Runners at the corner. McCoy at third base, Nichols at first. Off-speed pitch low and outside, ball 1. As Makoa Kopp lays off that. Kopp, a 261 hitter. This is his 24th at-bat of the season. 8 RBIs. Panthers looking for RBI number 9 here to tie the ball game. But the Panthers, Coach Sullivan opts to go with the left-handed bat against the right-handed throwing Andrican, and that fastball is hit out of play. Just does get behind the press box here at the U. And count 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch from Andrican. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and Andrican holds pat. The score 5-4. We're headed to the 9th. Bear Cubs still lead. So top of the ninth inning, Eigenheist back to work. He'll face 3, 4, 5, Douglas, Mcdonald, and Kramer for the Bear Cubs. Defensively for the Panthers in the game in left field, replacing the pinch hitter Makoa Kopp, is number 8, Maimu Kobayashi. Breaking ball swung on a miss by Douglas. Eigenheist winds. Pitch just off the plate. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch from Eigenheist. Breaking ball. Hit foul down the third base line, and Eigenheist had 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball outside corner called, strike 3, and Douglas is down looking for the first out of the top of the ninth inning. And strikeout number 2 of the game for Eigenheist. That brings up the 4-man in the order, designated hitter Blake Mcdonald, as the sunshine continues to make its way through. Starting in center field now, working its way towards the mound and the plate here at the U. And breaking ball from Eigenheist. Down and out of the zone, ball 1. Another breaking ball, this one in the dirt, blocked by Wheeler. 2 balls, no strikes. McDonald 0 for 2. The run scored, hit by pitch and a walk. 5th trip to the plate, and the 2-0 pitch is fouled out of play down the right field line. So count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-one pitch from the right-hander Eigenheist. Fastball inside corner called, strike 2. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and McDonald's down on strikes as well. So 2 strikeouts to start the top of the ninth. That brings up the second baseman, Kramer. Well, Kramer bats 2 for 4 with a single and a double. None bigger right now than that 1-out, 2 RBI double last time through, and that ball's up the middle. Unable to be barehanded by Eigenheist. Past the diving McClary, past the backhand attempt by Nichols, into center field for third hit of the afternoon by Kramer. Clean single up the middle. That brings up the catcher, Jason Moran. So inning extended by Kramer's base hit, and check on Kramer at first base. He's back in safely ahead of the tag that was applied by McCoy. First pitch from Eigenheist to Moran. is a breaking ball low and inside, ball one. Line drive back where it came from, off the bat of Moran. And back-to-back singles up the middle have the Bear Cubs with a runner in scoring position. Now first and second, two away for Klemenok. Again, thanks for tuning in wherever you are. Two of the top teams in the Big 8 Conference, two top teams in Northern California, battling here in a 5-4 game in the ninth inning. And breaking ball out of Eigenheis's right hand is outside, ball one. Again, still very early on in the season in conference play, just week 2 of conference play for both these teams. But the winner of today's ball game will have the hammer should they need it for playoff seedings come May. Fastball, lazy fly ball to shallow left field. Moving back, and McClary with the grab as his hat's knocked off by Kobayashi reaching for the ball. But no harm, no foul. Score remains 5-4. We're headed to the bottom of the ninth inning here at the U. So for the Panthers here in the bottom half of the ninth inning, trailing by a run, it's McClary, then Sayre, then Wheeler, 9-1-2. As that breaking ball in the dirt is ball one, issued by Andrican to McClary. Breaking ball, that one in there called strike one. McClary 1 for 3 this afternoon with a run scored. Andrican sets. Another breaking ball, another called strike. And he's flipped the count in his favor. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As now the sun has broken through, blue skies out beyond the wall in right field. So at the top of the broadcast, weren't sure if we get a full game in, but we will indeed Play 9, and that ball is called strike 3, dropped by Moran, flipped to Omfroy at first base. So the strikeout 2-3 is recorded, and that brings up the center fielder, Dan Sayre. So fourth strikeout of the game for Andrican. And now he'll face the top of the order, center fielder Dan Sayre. Sayre 2 for 4 here this afternoon. Looks at another breaking ball out of the hand of Andrican, and that one called strike 1. So Andrican showing command of his off-speed pitches, working both corners, both in and out of the plate. And that ball just misses Sayre. And for Andrican, that's not what you want to have happen there. You don't want to give a free pass. You want to make the Panthers earn everything they get here with a one-run cushion. Of course, Andrican no stranger to that with 5 saves on the season. That breaking ball is in there, called strike 2. So again, Andrican showing command of his off-speed pitches. Ahead of Sayre, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Panthers would love to have Sayre find a way to get on board with his plus speed. Breaking ball spoiled by Sayre and knocks the mask of Moran off. As he stays alive, 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count remains. Home plate umpire taking his time, giving Moran some time to gather his thoughts. Again, the professional courtesy of the relationship between catcher and umpire. Foul ball off the umpire, the catcher will stall, give him some time. That fastball just outside off the plate. Sayre took a close one. And the call went in his favor as the count now even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. One away here, bottom of the 9th inning. Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs 5, Sacramento City College Panthers 4. The 2-2 pitch is breaking ball up out of the zone. And that one just never dropped in out of the hand of Andrican. The count's full to the leadoff man, Dan Sayre. Pitch spoiled foul over the first base stands here at the U. Andrican sets the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed by Sayre. And the Panthers down to their final out. It'll be the catcher, TJ Wheeler, standing in the way. First pitch off the bat of Wheeler's tailing fly ball out to left field. Diving for it is Klemenach, and he's not able to come up with it as Wheeler is into second and decides to put the brakes on there with a 2-out double. And that brings up the designated hitter, Nick Sorelli. So 1 pitch, and the Panthers have the tying run in scoring position. And Coach Sullivan will pull Wheeler and put in the pinch runner, number 14, Nick Had. So trading power for speed here in the bottom of the 9th, needing that 5th and tying run to come around to score. Should Sorelli be able to deliver a base hit? So Sorelli digs in, left-handed hitter against the right-handed throwing Andrican. And change up and out of the zone. So Wheeler, the tailing line drive off of his bat to left as Klemenach was playing the left center gap, unable to lay out and get that. And now Sorelli bats. Breaking ball low and in the dirt, blocked nicely by Moran. So Sorelli had 2 balls, no strikes, and now they're going to issue the free pass to Sorelli, and that'll bring up the right-handed hitting right fielder, Tanner Tweet. So pinch runner at first base for Sorelli is number 4, Chase Patton. And stepping in is the cleanup man, Tanner Tweet. Breaking ball swung on and missed by Tweet. And Andrican is ahead. Andrican's pitch. Another breaking ball. This one fouled off by Tweet in the box. Panthers down to their final strike. Fastball up out of the zone as Tweet lays off a very close pitch out of the hand of Andrican. Andrican steps off. Set by Andrican. The pitch. Ground ball beat into the ground. Shortstop over to third base in time. The 6-5 put out, and that's the ball game. The Bear Cubs win 5-4. We'll be right back with a post-game wrap. So once again, final score here from Union Stadium. The Santa Rosa Bear Cubs 5, the Sac City Panthers 4. Final line totals, not surprising how similar they are given the matchup this week between these top two teams in Northern California. For the Bear Cubs, 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. For the Panthers, 4 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. With the loss, the Panthers fall to 15-4 overall. They are 3-3 in the Big 8 Conference. Today's losing pitcher, Marshall Hunt, his record 1-1. With the win, the Bear Cubs improved to 17-2 overall. They are 4-2 in the Big 8 Conference. Today's winning pitcher, Tyler Helms, his record 1-0. The save, number 6 of the season, goes to Nick Andrikin. Smart heads-up play to end the ball game there by the shortstop, Joe Lamp, as that ground ball beaten into the ground off the bat of Tweet was in the 5-6 hole, and he would have had to plant and make a strong throw. Even with the right fielder and catcher Tweet running, not sure that Lamp gets him at first. Heads-up play, goes to third, gets the force out ahead of the sliding Nick Hadd, who came in a pinch run for Wheeler. And the Panthers come up short today in the rubber match as the Bear Cubs take 2 of 3 in the series and have the hammer over the Panthers should that come into play later in the season for playoff seedings. Top hitters for the Panthers, Wheeler had a pair of doubles. Daini had the big 3-run homer that tied the game at that point 3-3. For the Bear Cubs, Kramer delivered that 2 RBI double after he had made the error in the field, then the throwing error to compound matters. The inning prolonged, and Daini hit that 3-run homer to tie the game 3-3, but Kramer in the top of the 7th comes back and delivers what ends up being the game-winning RBIs as he drives in 2 with his double. Don't forget the quality start by the Bear Cubs, Cade Sheets. Unfortunately, that error and that inning, bottom of the 6th, being prolonged, and made one mistake. Daini hung a pitch, and Daini jumped all over it. But a very strong start for Cade Sheets. He'll remain 2-0 as he gets the no decision. Again, thanks for tuning in wherever you are. Final score, the Bear Cubs 5, the Panthers 4. This is Steve Gill for Sac City signing off.